Aha, me hotties! A very good evening to you. It is just me, Scottie McCLUE. The time has just gone 9 o'clock on Saturday evening, and it's lovely to be with you with the internet phone in, the big talk show, the one everyone's talking about, the one everyone is watching. That's what it's about, I say to you. Lovely to have you with us, and a massive, massive dinky-do to you. Tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10 that Scottie McCLUE is live for 1 hour. 1 hour of superb, scintillating information, education, and entertainment for not just one nation, but for all the nations of the world. Lovely to have you with us, and dinky-do. Trisha's just joined us. As soon as you join, guys, get following. Very, very important. And then we'll open the phone lines up and we'll get your opinion on things. That's also very, very important. Just tidying things up for you camera-wise. Yes, that's looking quite nice, isn't it? A very good shot. Scottie, how are you? Thomas, how nice to have you with us. Dinky-do from Wilmington in North Carolina. The wonderful Larry Tipper has joined us. Dinky-do, Larry, how are things in North Carolina? Was it North Carolina that they shot down the spy balloon? Yes, do tell us. Scottie, my friend, dinky-do. He can't speak in the chat. Well, Rick, I've done everything I can, so we'll just have to let him go, I say. Good evening, Scottie. Hello, Neil. How are we? Hi, Scottie. Scotland beat England at the rugby. We did, Chris. So, Calcutta Cup, yes? Wonderful stuff. We like that. It's cold today, but sunny. Ah, Larry, yes, you have beautiful weather. Have I got it right? Was it the Carolinas? The balloon was over. The balloon's gone up. Oh, that's lush. How's things with you, Neil? Nice to hear from you. Scottie, is that your graduation photo? That is. Well, I always say it's Lord Reith, the dog, was graduating, and I went along to hold the hood. Yes, you're absolutely right. There we are, Larry. You'll see, I'm not just an athlete. Wonderful stuff. Hello, Scottie. Can we get maximum power in the generators? Absolutely. Ha ha, says Thomas. Did you like that, Thomas? Number one fan. Hey, McCLUE. Hello, Scottie McCLUE, number one fan. Lovely to have you with us. Welcome, welcome. Now, best behavior in the YouTube chat, guys. Hello, Sarah. Hope you're well. I love you and your colours. Keith Schneiden, how lovely to have you with us. We love you, and so I'm so glad you're on the TikTok. What did you study, says Thomas? I studied arts, Thomas. Not art like you, but arts. So there we are. Dinky-do. Do you know who sings Viva Forever? Well, it's not me, so I don't know. You'll have to tell me. There we have it. Do you eat tomato soup with a fork? Well, I eat all soup with a fork because, you know, my wife says, when you're finished your soup, can we talk? So there you are. Now, good evening, one and all. Karim, I'm so glad you've joined us, and the wonderful, wonderful people on here. Scottie, are the phone lines open? Not yet, Leonard. We like to do a bit of introduction. Otherwise, they just ring off the hook all night. Can we have an old Scots song, please, Scottie? Okay, here we go. And it's down in the wee room underneath the stair. Buddy's happy, Buddy's there, and they're all macking merry, each in his chair. Where? Down in the wee room underneath the stair. There you are, a wee Scottish song for you. I miss the old Scott FM shows. They got me into talk radio. I still sleep with the radio on. Robert, wonderful. Scottie, you remember the local golf clubs? Thomas, I've never golfed in my life. And if you run through the TikTok videos, you'll see a lovely video about the dog on the golf course. Celebrated my birthday on Rabbie Burns Day. And Neil, you're in good company, my boy. Dinky-do from the village of Glencoe. John, I love Glencoe. I used to go up to visit. So there we are. Do you remember the Reverend McLean up at Durar and Ballachahoulish? A good win in the rugby for you, Scottish. Oh, Green Dog. Excellent. Excellent win in the rugby. Now, has anybody followed tonight since you came on? Some of you are a wee bit sluggish at following, and I don't know why. So there we are, Dinky-Doo. Hello from Fife. Hello, Beth from Fife. Dinky-Doo, the captain's log reporting. DSHX9. Over to you. Lovely to have you with us, and Dinky-Doo. Good evening, Scotty, my dear friend. Lots of love and blessings from John and David. John, it's so lovely to hear you. We'll maybe get a wee chat tonight. Scotty, in the spirit of Bums season, what would you say is your favourite Bums poem? I still get moved at To a Moose. I still laugh at To a Loose. This is me making up poetry. I love the Scottish songs and banter, and I think my favourite would be Tam O'Shanter. What did you think about that, Dinky-Doo? Hello, Bella. Welcome, Bella. How lovely to have you with us. Megadeth says, hello from Oslo in Norway. Norway. Amazing. That's fantastic from Oslo. Yes, so I could count up to Otto in Norwegian. My father actually was responsible for liberating Sola Airfield in 1945. I think it was May. Might have been the 12th of May, 1945. Am I right? You're an amazing man. God bless you. You have a great day. You have a good day, sir. Well done, sir. True. Can you please give a Dinky-Doo to the Scottish rugby team? I can. I salute the Scottish rugby team I used to play. I was tight head prop. Down first. Boom! Right in there. Megadeth. It is so lovely to have you with us. Megadeth Hater. Now, there we are. Some comments have been filtered. Oh, we love it. That means that the wee trolls are getting nowhere. Now, has everybody watching on the TikTok followed Scotty McClue? If you haven't, you should speak to your doctor. So you haven't followed the screw. Can we get a wee Highland Cathedral in Glen Etive? John, we love Glen Etive. Somebody was on last week from Loch Etive. Was that you? Lots and lots of beautiful comments, guys, from the TikTokers. You are very, very special people. There we are. Now, can we all, if we're on, we've got a problem here. If we're on, let me get my phone out. There we are. Now, there's my phone, guys. Can we tap, tap, tappity, tap, tappity, tappity, tap, 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 tappity, tap, tappity, tappity, tap? Everybody on YouTube and TikTok should be watching right now, because we only get on once a week and the odd random pop-up. Steve says, can you hear me? I can, Steve. Dinky-Doo from the Loch Etive crew. Radio 1 wants to interview you, sir. And so they should. It's probably because of my vast youth following. Dinky-Doo, why not? Absolutely, why not? Guys, get on here. Tap, tap, tappity, tap, tappity, tappity, tap. I always thought I would have been very good on Radio 1 breakfast or Radio 2 in the mornings. We did a morning on here the other day, and it was absolutely mobbed. Friday. Guys, you'll see it on the TikTok videos. A bit of Friday. Dinky-Doo, Monsieur McCLUE from Christois. Christois, Dinky-Doo, ça va? Je regrette, mais je ne parle pas français très vite. Si tu parles lentement, peut-être je comprends. Oui, Dinky-Doo, Christois. Yes, real, absolutely, Megadeth. Now, who we got here? Lots and lots of response. Can I check the YouTube, please, and see that everybody watching on YouTube has subscribed? If you haven't, please do so, guys. I can tell on here because we're very, very low on the subscribers. The YouTube is the world's best kept secret. So I need about 10 of you to subscribe on the YouTube. They've been trying to subscribe. Pebs has sent me red roses. Pebs, you're wonderful. Up at the tune the night. Dinky-Doo, Chris. Hello from Ireland, says Reagan. Reagan, how lovely to have you with us from Ireland. Good evening, Scotty. Corey, thank goodness you've joined us. Pebs has sent me 15 red roses. Guys, that is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Now, we never ever need anything, remember, money-wise from your good selves, except if you're feeling flush. Dinky-Doo from Dunblane, Scotty the crane driver. Dinky-Doo, Scotty, lovely to have you with us from Dunblane. I started your radio station out there 33 years ago this year. Amazing. Scotty, I have a solid silver pear cased Verge fusee made by William Boyd of the High Street, Johnson, Scotland. Do you know of that watchmaker? Mr. Martin, I don't, but it sounds rather gorgeous. And there were many, many famous Scottish domestic clockmakers and watchmakers. My uncle was a watchmaker. Fantastic man. Dinky-Doo for Aberdeen, man. Pebs is sending me red roses. Dinky-Doo Aberdeen, fit like a necht. He is a recht. Scotty, do you like Megadeth? Yes, well, we like you. So there we go. Mr. Martin, made in 1844. Well, that's only, you see, 37 years before my grandfather was born. There we are. Thank you for the finger hearts. I remember my uncle, I'd opened the back of my watch and had a wee look and maybe touched it with something. And I said, it's not working, Uncle Bill. And he had a look and he said, you've been in the back here with a pickaxe. Well, I don't think he said you. I think he said, someone's been in the back with a pickaxe. We love it. Emily, the wonderful Emily. Hello from sunny Greenock. Jamie and I are listening. The girls are in bed fast asleep. It was their third birthday party today. Emily, happy birthday to the girls, the wee souls. Fantastic, with the most beautiful parents in the world. Yes, Emily and Jamie. Gosh, guys, see if you met these people. They are amazing. Amazing, beautiful parents. Very reassuring. So there you have it in this day and age. Megadeth says Yugoslavia. I don't know much about Yugoslavia. I know about the Zagreb. Is that right? Scotty, what was your childhood like growing up in the early 50s and 60s? Very, very simple. No phones, no outside influence, no worries about dodgy people. Obviously there was the very, very occasional case of dodgy people, but very few. Remember my mother saying, never take anything that's not yours. A man's just been sent to jail for stealing a shilling. 5p in today's money, that sort of thing. No television to speak of. One channel on the telly called BBC Television. And then that was it. ITV had come in, and we used to go to a neighbour to watch Robin Hood on ITV, on Associated Rediffusion. I think that's where I fell in love with ITV, and that's why I ended up working for ITV. Reading Oor Wully and the Bruins. Yes, you picked up your Sunday Post. You read that. You could maybe get your hands on a book, read the book. You could get a lovely big sweetie for a penny if you wanted to sugar up your teeth. You've too many stories. We want them all, Sean, I know. Quite the childhood we all dreamed of. You put down your jackets for a game of football. And you played out until the sun went down. You picked up your pal. You walked to school and called in to get your wee pal on the way. Wonderful. You could get warm for grade A coal at 12 and 6 a bag. That's 27.5p a bag of coal that would last you about 3 weeks. What's your opinion on Queen Camilla? I think she does very well. I was working it out. She must be about 75. And I've never seen Charles so happy as he is in her company. Wee sip of tea, guys. Oh, that's lush. Tad the Lad has joined us. Mod the Tad the Lad. What is the official animal of Scotland? I would say the unicorn, Mr. Martin. I would think the unicorn is the official animal. That's what we need and love. Absolutely, Sean. Did you like the Queen Mother? I think she was great. Uncle Ian, the Queen Mother was an outstanding lady because she carried the monarchy. King George was a lovely man, but he had a very, very tough childhood. This is what the idiots who do the monarchy down know nothing about. Their tiny, tiny, tiny minds just look at politics of envy. The official animal of Scotland is the unicorn. I thank you, Mr. Martin. When are the phones going on, Scott? They should be on now. I always say 5 or 10 minutes. We've been up for 15 minutes. How do you feel about nationalists saying they're not British? Tyler, doesn't matter whether they're nationalists or Labourites or Toryites, Conservatives, Greenies, they're all British. Yes, because Britain isn't a country. There's no such country as Britain. That's been the wonderful bluff over the years. The British are coming, right? Britain is a landmass consisting of 4 countries. And since 1922, one of the countries has been on the smaller bit. Yes, the north of Ireland, Northern Ireland. And the rest, there are 3 countries in Great Britain itself: Scotland, England, and Wales. In the United Kingdom, there's Scotland, England, Ireland, and Wales. And that's when I hear even somebody like a Prime Minister going, I love this country. You say, which country are you talking about? Because he should be saying, I love our countries. What's your star sign, Scotty? You've got to tell me, JD. Hi, buddy, how are you? The UK Bull, DINKY-DOO. You're honest. We love that. Sean, we love you. You're honest as well. Ted the lad said, I liked Princess Diana. We all liked Princess Diana. We loved Princess Diana because she was beautiful and she gave us a sense of hope. Yes, absolutely. But whether or not she was the one for Charles at the time, I don't know. I think he was under pressure. I think I like Albion, though, before it was named Britain. Well, you see, there's no such thing as English people. They've got a good bit of Irish, Welsh, Scottish, French, Italian, German. That's why it makes me have a wry smile when I hear people go, they're all family, are they not German? Say yes. And are you not German as well? Anglo-Saxon, Anglia and Saxony. Scotty, are you going to open the phones? Well said, sir. Mr. McClue, your knowledge of everything's brilliant. Keith Snedden, you are a very, very brilliant man. And I can't thank you enough for your company, for your joy, for your strength of spirit, for your strength of character, for your courage when under fire, metaphorically speaking and medically speaking, and also for your huge generosity to me, sending me, tapping the dollar bill, sending another 5 or another 10 or all that stuff. You're very, very kind. And we don't need any money. Nobody is ever under any obligation to give Scotty McClue a bean. This is free because the real reason I do this, I think a lot of television and radio is very impersonal. And I love the fact that we can all get together for a chit chat. Right, let's get these phones open, guys. Can everybody share this? All right, so important we share everything. Have you all followed me on YouTube? Have you subscribed and followed? Now, who have we got here? Right, the phones should be open. So if I were you, I would get ringing and we'll see what's what. You're live at Scotty's Phone In. Who's that?
I love you, Scottie McClue.
I thank you very much. There we are. I don't know who that was, but then they didn't get a chance to say, but they were nice and they were polite. You're live with Scotty's phone in. Who's that?
Hello, it's me, Megabus.
Megabus.
Aye.
Megabus, how are you?
I'm alright. How are you?
I'm very all right. Good to hear you.
Aye. Do you like Dave Mustaine by chance?
Do I like Saddam Hussein? I think you'll find he's gone. So there you go. Right, Gold Award, Keith Snedden, what are you like sending me 2 gold awards and then another 3 gold awards? Keith, please do not bankrupt yourself looking after Scottie McClue. Now, we've had, a dafty on there. Try and get sensible calls. The lines are open. Obviously, we're just going to idiots. We'll have to shut them. Crazy Peeps, Thick Bull, the UK Bull. How lovely to have you with us. Has Keith Snedden, what are you doing? He's sending me red roses. Guys, has everybody followed? I'm very, very short on followers, and I think it's just 100% laziness on your part. Oh, you'll not like that. You'll go, oh, I'm not following them now. No, do please, because it's very important that we get the followers up. Over 50 million have seen the videos. You're live with Scotty's Fun in. Who's that?
Hi, Scotty. I wanted to know what you think of the new Velma series on HBO Max.
I don't know what you're talking about, Debba. So I'd rather find out what you thought about them. There we have it. Now, Dinky-Doo, everybody. Lovely to have you with us. If you've just joined us, you're watching Scottie McClue. You're live with Scotty's Fun in. Who's that?
Hi, Scotty. This is Michael.
Michael, how are we?
Oh, I'm good, Scotty. How are you, Scott?
I'm fabulous, Michael. Are you Dinky-Doo?
I'm very Dinky-Doo, Scotty. Can I just ask you a real quick question?
Is it a clean, sensible, intelligent question?
Well, of course, Scotty. I'm not going to ask you anything outrageous.
Of course you wouldn't.
I'm not. Sorry?
Of course you wouldn't.
Oh, yeah. So, when you were younger at primary, do you remember a game that we used to play where we would bomb each other?
When we would bomb each other? Well, we used to play a thing called Brits and Jerrys. And it wouldn't be fashionable now because that was British and Germans, because it wasn't that long after the Second World War. And sometimes we would grenade each other or bomb each other in that sort of idea. So there we have it. But good for asking about all these old games. Yes, absolutely. Manners are free. They are indeed, Sean. Yes, much so. Guys, get following as soon as you can. I cannot believe the generosity of you TikTokers. You're wonderful. There we have it. Now, we'll press on, see what's happening on the YouTube. Edinburgh was the first city in the world to have its own fire brigade. Aha. How amazing. You're live with Scotty's Fun in. Who's that?
Hi, Scotty. It's me, Jonathan from Glasgow.
Hello, Jonathan. What can I do for you?
I thought my granddad used to sing me a song. I thought I'd sing it for you now.
Oh, well, I don't know, just in case we get a copyright strike, Jonathan. But thank you very much for offering. Very, very kind of you, I say to you. There we go. Now then, Farage or Sturgeon? Well, Badman Raz, there's no connection. One is the First Lady, well, it's not the First Lady of Scotland. The First Lord of Scotland is King Charles. But one is the First Minister of Scotland. And the other is a kind of politician who moves about and a commentator. That sort of idea. Do you see what I mean? Did you watch the rugby today? I didn't see the rugby today, no. Unfortunately. So there we have it. Guys, remember, if you're ringing anonymous, we can't take the call. There's no point. Because it's usually somebody being silly. And we don't want that, do we? Lovely to be with you all. The service here is amazing. And the tea is brilliant. Guys, I need about another 100 followers. Can you all get following? How does no one know the number? I don't know, White Life. We've given it out often enough. There we are. You're live to Scottish Phone In. Who's that?
Hi, Scotty. It's Kareem here. How are we doing?
Kareem, we're doing not too bad at all. Interesting, a guy asking me about the old children's games in the old days there. Now then.
Yes.
What can I do for you, my dear fellow? Lovely to hear you. How are you keeping?
I'm fine. I'm really tired tonight, Scotty, so I've got you on the big screen in my bedroom.
Is it still the late COVID, the long COVID?
Yes.
Yes.
I am getting better, Scotty, but it's still a combination of feeling okay, tired, and extreme tiredness. So it's a slow process, but I am getting there. But not as quick as I would like.
No, you're a great man, and of course, because you're a fitness man, you'll notice the difference, you know.
I've put a bit of weight on my belly, but we'll get rid of that.
No, we like that. That'll keep you warm for the rest of the winter. You make the rest of us feel good. Now then.
Not much to say, Scotty. Just I've been looking into a lot more politics. I've made 2 TikTok videos as well, so we'll see how they do in the land of TikTok.
Fantastic, yes.
It was about the new bills that are coming in through Westminster, and it's criminal, some of the stuff that they're,
Oh, is this Labour stuff, not allowing strikes, and that's bad news. That's the whole wrong form. I've never before seen a government who were so anti the people that voted them in.
Well, it's as if they've run out of ideas now. So it's like, okay, if we're going down, we're taking you all with us. But don't be fooled, Scotty, because when Labour get in, they will not be in a hurry to change those laws, if at all. So I don't see that happening. But I'll give you an example. They've got a lot of you won't be able to strike. If you can strike, they can fire you on the spot. And then the business can claim loss of earnings or whatever as well. There's lots of wee things around this. It's really, really scary.
Well, you see, this going to war with the people is very, very strange, because they'll not get in again. And I know you say don't be fooled, because it's a nice, cosy Labour, Tory, Tory, Labour, and they're kind of 2 cheeks of the same face. Yes. But from that point of view, I think both parties have probably been hijacked by upper middle class people. There's nothing wrong with upper middle class people. There's nothing wrong with any people. But I think what's happened now is everything's driven by greed. They get into power and say, right now we're in power, what can we have? People say, well, if you can manage to squeeze the people hard enough, you can have what's left from them.
I'm going to give you an example, Scotty, and I'm not going to name the company, but
no, you mustn't.
Like the figures came out of a very well-known oil and gas company, and they got about £32 billion of profit, and that's non-taxable. None of that, went to the UK government, and that was 2022. Now, what kind of annoys me a little bit is that every day they produce 120,000 barrels of oil. 90% of that is in Scottish waters. Yes. They paid Norway, I think, 16 billion through tax, obviously, for whatever it is they have over there, but they've not paid anything here in the UK since 2017. No. So we, the normal people, are suffering just now, getting taxed left, right and centre, while yet again, the big companies are getting away with it. That money can go towards building, as what they say, a stronger United Kingdom.
I think what we need to do is we need to go back to saying we will give money, and a bit like during the war when they collected for Spitfires, we will give money for a local gas company to manufacture local gas.
Yeah.
You see? and things like that, and go back to sort of more of a micro economy rather than just paying away all our money globally to stuff that nobody's actually agreed.
Well, Scotty, the gas and electricity has, because it's been quite a humid winter, we are still paying through the roof, while the rest of Europe are paying, a lot less, and it's been like that for well over a month or so. But they say it's not you won't feel the effects until later on in the year. But let's be honest, no doubt another excuse will be brought up where that's not going to be the case. I'm going to give you a quick few examples. Your gas and electricity will be going up on average 500 this April. That's happening. That's when the pipe works. Okay, it will be done. Your council tax is going up. Anything between, well, it's up to councils now. It's up to a council now how high they want to raise your council tax. So let's just say 5%. Your internet and broadband will be going up 5%. Your phone is going to be going up 5%. The petrol is going to start to rise again. I know it's quite low, but that's now going to go back up.
Well, I think what happens, I think the big companies, no matter how greedy they are, have to be a little bit careful, because if they screw people too much, everything draws to a halt. Inflation goes bananas, people then can't pay, and the politicians have to take the hit for the complete mess that they've presided over.
I think people are really at the limit just now, and for them to still push again for the gas and electricity to go up and up and up. And I know they'll be thinking, well, do you know what? Gas isn't going to be used because it's more electricity, it's not as much. But we are not going to get this £66 a month this winter with an additional 500. So you think what we've had help throughout this winter, that's not going to be the case, and then it's going to get an even bigger increase.
But this is why the strikes are going ahead, Kareem, and they're obviously trying to stop the strikes, because the strikes are saying, okay, if everything's going up, you need to pay us more so we can afford it.
I know, and it's quite sad because they're talking, well, we can't because of inflation. But if you think about it, inflation's there due to I'll give you an example with that company. It's the sheer greed with the profits is pushing inflation.
Well, yes, that's sheer greed is one thing. The other thing is just the printing of money.
Yeah.
See, once we came off the gold standard, you've got the printing of money. Somebody was saying to me that effectively America's been printing money since 1933. That's 90 years ago.
Yeah.
You know?
They can't keep blaming it in one country, which is Ukraine. There's only so much they can.
Well, no, but Ukraine is an excellent reason. If you listen to the politicians, right, the senior ones, the front bench, they will say the reason we are struggling, and this is the words of somebody right on the front bench, you'll know who I mean. The real reason we're struggling is because of the price of energy going up because of the war in Ukraine. Not a mention of the 250 billion squandered for Brexit. So we would have had far more respect for that politician if he said, the real reason it's going up is we made a bit of a pig's ear of Brexit, which has left us very vulnerable. And then we had the pandemic, which cost us another 150 billion. So we've spent about 500 billion pounds since we came into power, and we've got very little to show for it. But you can't have that coming back in a parliament, because how would they look? The emperor has no clothes.
Well, this new bill that's coming through, Scotty, part-time workers will not have the same rights now as full-time workers. A lot of people need to wake up because, as you know, I'm very passionate for independence, and we have the people up here. It does not matter what Westminster does. They could be put out in the street by Westminster to whatever rules or regulations they put through, but they would still be up or better together. And I think it's a sad life. I mentioned this last week, that what I'm starting to see is where it was a study done about emotional attachment, and when you start to talk about actually getting rid of Westminster, it's like a fog that comes over these people's minds that they just can't function or think living
Well,
away
I
from
don't. We
Westminster.
don't necessarily. Well, obviously, Britain doesn't need rid of Westminster. I mean, the House of Commons, the House of Lords, both houses, excellent system if it's done properly. But when you get charlatans actually misusing the system, you know,
Yeah.
that sort of thing, and pushing it a bit, you know what I mean, as happened over Brexit. I'm afraid, you know, that level of cheatery, there's a beautiful word for you, you know, that level of misconstruence of the truth, you know, it's just not acceptable.
Yeah. Well, we'll see where we end up, Scotty, but as I said, I really hope people wake up here and look into the facts for independence. The information is there. You've got the same people coming out with the same scaremongering from 2014. They've all been debunked.
Yeah, well, there's nothing, there's no case, there's no de facto case for the Union in Scotland, right?
Yeah.
Scotland has never benefited from the Union, but the UK has benefited hugely from having Scotland in the Union.
Yeah.
You see, but Scotland itself has never benefited from the Union. Having said that, it does need careful husbandry and careful management. And you're not going to do it with people like the Greens. Do you see what I mean? You're not going to do it that way because that's the wrong way to go. People in Scotland should be living for much, much less than they are right now.
I think the political landslide will change, Scotty. I mean, we're more of a socialist country, and I think there'll be a lot of real big hitters from around the world probably will move to Scotland because there's going to be so much opportunity here, and I think you're going to get a lot of wealth, a lot of real experience.
Kareem, what have I always said? Greenock should be the financial capital of the world. Well, it's got the housing, it's got the geography.
Outside of London,
well, outside of London, but London
are.
Yeah, but London's not the financial capital of the world per se. The city of London is.
Yes.
That's where the money is. It's the financial sector. Roundabout Bank, Lombard Street, Threadneedle Street, all round there. The Bank of England used to be known as the Old Lady of Threadneedle Street.
Right.
You see, these were the streets, the area of Bank, but the city of London is like a separate state. Do you see what I mean? The Queen or the King has to get permission to enter the city of London from the Lord Mayor. Yes, oh yes, the city of London is a different bet. The reason Margaret Thatcher went, I suspect, was because she thought she'd start interfering in the city of London. You know, and you know, once anybody does that, it's bye-bye. It's like in America, if you think you'll interfere in the Federal Reserve, it's bye-bye. You know, that's the end of your political career. And all they're saying is, you know, keep your nose out of our business. So from that point of view, so there isn't huge money, there's borrowing money from the city and trying to get it at a reasonable rate. And most of the income goes to pay the national debt. You see? And that's the people that have been lending. Now, have you read the McCLUE report?
Not fully, but I know of it.
Okay, have a look. It's online, it's readily available. And it was written, I think, in 1975 by one of the most able men in the world, Gavin McCLUE. Yes? Yes, I think it's G-E-L McCLUE, a fine fellow and an excellent economist. Yes? Used to be part of the Scottish economic planning. So Gavin McCLUE could probably tell you every penny that's in Scotland. And he wrote that wonderful report for the government. And when they got it, they put it straight under their pillow. They thought, if anybody sees this, we are done for. You know?
It's sickening, but change hopefully will be coming. I really do hope.
Well, we never know. Fingers crossed. Lovely talking to you as always.
DINKY-DOO, Scotty. Thanks so much for taking my call.
DINKY-DOO, sir. Bye-bye now. There we are. That's our Kareem. Keith says £300 for your bonnet plus badge, if you please. Oh, Keith, what are you like? You wonderful, wonderful man. There we are. We'll see if we can get you one. And there we are. Now, who we got here? If this is a dafty, we'll shut the lines. You're live on Scottish Phone In. Who's that?
Hi, alright?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I fucking hate Niggle.
A dafty. There we are. A wee dafty. There we are. I'm still waiting on McCLUE's number. Witter Life. You should never be waiting on McCLUE's number. 01416289795. 01416289795. And you're calling the most fantastic phone-in show in the world, without a shadow of doubt. Right? We might not have the biggest audience yet, but if the word gets out, if you all do your stuff and tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10, we might very well get there. You're live with Scotty's Phone In. Who's that?
Scotty, it's Rich.
Rich, what can I do for you, sir?
I don't know. I love watching you. You're some guy.
You're some man yourself, Rich, and it's very good of you to ring.
How have you been?
I am doing remarkably well. Are you loving this phone-in show?
Aye, I love watching you. You're some guy.
Just you join the chat.
You been doing all right then?
We're doing okay, yes, we're getting on fine, Rich. We're in our 32nd year, sorry, 31st year of Scotty McCLUE's phone-ins.
Well, I remember you 3 years ago. I'm 36 now. And I know you know 8 years ago.
You're some man, I'll tell you. Well, it is lovely to hear you, and I thank you for phoning, because I know it takes a fair bit of courage sometimes just to ring up, you know.
No. I know you get a lot of people annoying you and stuff. It's terrible, but
We get the dafties, but these are people that don't have the confidence to hold a conversation, whereas you do. Do you know what I mean? And they just need to come on for a wee chat. We're picking up good stuff, and eventually these people will learn and think, I wish I hadn't wasted the opportunity. You know? Well, you're some man, and it is lovely to talk to you. And DINKY-DOO, I say.
DINKY-DOO, right? Nice talking to you.
And lovely talking to you, and DINKY-DOO, la. What a fine fella. There we are. That's our Mick. Now there, that's the way to call. Just come on for a wee chat. You're live with Scotty's Phone In. Who's that?
Hi, you're right, Scotty?
Yes, who's that?
Hi, my name's James.
James, what can I do for you?
Hi. Do you live in Norway?
Do I like lollies? Oh, yes. But there's a lot of sugar in them. Fantastic. Now then, who have we got here? Guys, I need another 50 followers as soon as you can. Get following Scotty McCLUE. There we go. Fit like the day man, says Mickey G. Stacey again, your number's not up. No, Keith, we've not got it up. 01416289795. You're live with Scottish Phone In. Who's that?
Oh, Scotty, this is Alex.
Alex, what can I do for you, sir?
Oh, just how's your day going, Scotty?
The day's amazing. Thank you for asking.
I just wanted to tell you I love your streams, and you're a really good part of my week, you know.
Well, you're a top man, and it's very kind of you to say so. Thanks, Alex. So there we go. DINKY-DOO, I say to you, to the telephones. Now, we need more followers, about another 100 followers, guys, as soon as you possibly can. We'll check out the... You're live with Scotty's Phone In. Who's that?
Oh, Scotty, what's that one song that goes...
That's a cracker. We love that one. DINKY-DOO, that was me. Whiter Life, that was fabulous. Thank you for coming on, and well done. Top man. There we go. Now then, EM's with us, DINKY-DOO. Thank you. Give us a call. Keith, you should give us a call. I want to know how you are, dear boy. There we are. Follow us as soon as you can, guys. Let's get some following going. And also, can we take... Oh, let me check the YouTube channel. Now, I want to know, guys, if you're watching on YouTube, have you all subscribed? There we are, because I want to get your comments from the YouTube channel. There we have it. We're the world's best kept secret. You know, there we are with 3,000 videos. Right, we need another 8 of you on the YouTube channel. Who's this? You live in Scottish phone in? Who's that?
Hi, you're right, Scotty.
I'm absolutely fine. Who's that?
My name's James.
James, it's yourself again.
Oh, no, it's not what?
It's yourself again. Lovely to hear you. Fantastic. There we go. Now then, where's the 628 number from? Well, 628 is just your middle bit of the code. Hello, Hiz. I love to tell you this. DINKY-DOO is amazing. Follow us, guys, as soon as you can. We're very, very busy tonight. You're live in Scottish phone in. Who's that?
Hi, Scott. This is Curtis.
Curtis. What can I do for you, Curtis?
I'd just like to... Can I talk to you about God?
Of course you can, Curtis.
So what's your thoughts on God?
Well, God is God, you know, the power superior to mankind, Curtis.
I agree. I love him. I love God so much. I feel like God. I feel like he is the best.
Oh, he is the man, Curtis. You are right. There we are. Fantastic. Now, DINKY-DOO, lots and lots of you on here. Can we not get rid of the Royals and get Scotty in as president? You never, ever, ever want rid of the Royals, JD. Even if you could get Scotty McCLUE in. You're live in Scottish Funny, and who's that?
Hi, my name's Daniel Macbeth.
Isn't that lovely? There we are. Hi, my name's... There we are, the Dafties. Right, we'll shut them down for a wee bit till we get a wee bit peace and quiet. There we are, and then we can get on with the comments. Now, when the phone's going on, Negan asked, they were on Negan, but we've just, excuse me a wee minute, time for a mop doing its roasting in this studio here. Woo! That's better. Now, who have we got here? The official animal, Scotland unicorn, we got that one. Let's get through your comments here, guys. Scotty, did you watch the rugby match? Scotland won Scottish Gaz. I didn't get a chance to see it. I was very, very busy today, so I didn't actually get a chance to see it from that point of view. Good evening, Scotty, from beautiful Derbyshire. Roy Michael, we love having you on from Derbyshire. DINKY-DOO. Stop answering the phone. It's the same person. Are you right? I've stopped to him. There we are. He's gone. So there we go. We won't be answering that one again. I tell you. You spoke to me very nice. Yes, indeed. Wonderful stuff. Sammy's followed us. Guys, if you're watching on the TikTok, can everybody start tap, tap, tappity, tap, tappity, tappity, tap, 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 tappity, tap, tappity, tappity, tap. I think that's important. The Clan Donaghy is also known as the Clan Robertson. Yes, Mr. Martin, if you go up to the Falls of Brewer, you'll see the Clan Donaghy Centre, and that's the Robertsons. So there you are, all round there, huge Robertson stuff. You used to have the Robertsons of Lud. Tremendous stuff. I think you probably still have. I say to you, my pal was from Derby. We love it. We're to life. Hello, hello. This is Top Gear. Top Gear, lovely to have you with us. DINKY-DOO from the Midlands says, erudite. We like that. Hello, Scotty. DINKY-DOO. DINKY-DOO every day. Crazy again, says the UK bull. It is crazy again. It goes a bit daft. But these people will eventually grow up and think, I would like to have a chat with Scotty McCLUE. You know, and come on and do a bit of chat. What are we talking about? So, Sammy, we are talking about everything that we're interested in, because this show is for us. Yes, us including you and me. Have you ever visited Leicester, Scotty? Erudite, I think I've just passed through on the way to Rutland. So I haven't got off. I would like to get off and see, is it King Richard's grave in Leicester Cathedral? They just found him and dug him up. He was in the car park. What's the oldest town in Scotland? Says Mr. Martin. The oldest town in Scotland, Mr. Martin. Well, I'm just trying to think. Oldest town. Probably Stirling. But there's some pretty old places. I mean, Kirkwall in Orkney is a fair old age. But I would think Stirling's pretty old. Curris is pretty old. And Jamie, you're Googling. I'm not Googling. I'm looking at my camera, telling you off the top of my head. Yeah. The border towns are pretty old. So the likes of Jedburgh and Melrose. St. Andrews is pretty old. I can tell you that. The best is Greenock, says Rhodesy. Rhodesy, you're right. We want Greenock. We want Greenock to be the financial capital of the world outside the city of London. My dear God, what are you? Joseph, I am Scottie McClue. But thank you for calling me your dear God. Thank you for the promotion, I said to you. Musselburgh, says Mr. Martin. Musselburgh will be quite old. The borough of the Mussels, brought into, now what's the river there? The Esk. It's the Esk there flowing into the Forth. Am I right? Do you own a toboggan? No, but I had a friend whose grandfather was a tobogganist and used to sell pipes and cigars. Love you, Scotty. Dinky-Doo. Hello, Rhodesy. Scotty, I don't believe in God, says Kareem. Well, Kareem, don't worry about it because he believes in you and that's why he created you. Yes? So you don't need to worry too much. Yes, cast your burden upon the Lord. What you will need to tell me, Kareem, is what you don't believe in. So you'd have to actually say, this is the whole thing for, well, agnostics are just not sure. Keith Snedden, you're at the generosity again, you naughty, naughty boy. Keith Snedden, guys, has just got the #1 gifter badge. Keith Snedden, 845, the Puppy Man. Can we all thank Keith, please? Scotty, that's my stalker. But he's right, thanks. Kareem. So there we are. Fantastic stuff. So there we are, Mr. Martin, the Clan Donaghy. You get up to Perthshire, beautiful part of the world. Keith, what are you doing? I always thought it was someone in Perthshire, but maybe that's just royal related. Ah, and Angela, you're thinking of Dunkeld. Is it the Royal Borough of Dunkeld? Dunkeld is very, very old, yes. That's a fair age. And I'm just trying to think where else. A lot of the person, I mean, Fortingall, they say that Pontius Pilate, who was the governor of Judea in the day when Jesus was put to death, and took the crowd's opinion to free Barabbas, Pontius Pilate, they say, was a Scotsman, and he was from Fortingall, where they've got the oldest yew tree in the world. Is that right? There we go. Now then, Kareem, what's going to... Is this the real Kareem? I'm just having a wee look here. Absolutely. Maybe Kareem will give me a buzz and we'll get rid of the false Kareems. Do you know that Keith Snedden, guys, has just sent Scottie McClue another 82 red roses? Guys, I'm very, very short of followers, as usual. Just because you lot can't be bothered going up to the top left and clicking plus. Everybody on TikTok should at some point follow Scottie McClue, because this is TikTok's top talk show. And we're also live on the YouTube. YouTubers, has every single one of you subscribed tonight? Let's just see. We need the YouTubers to subscribe. And please do, guys, because there's lots of wee treats I will send you. There we are. Right, we need another eight subscribers on YouTube. Can you go and do it now? And guys, there's a lovely wee YouTube video, The London Underground. There's another lovely wee YouTube Shorts. Get on to Scottie McCLUE's YouTube Shorts. There's another one on Am I Famous or Well Known? This is something that called yesterday morning. We've had some very successful early birds in the morning. There we go. Thank you so much. There's somebody calling us. Let's see who this is. It might be Kareem. You're live on Scotty's phone in. Who's that? Give me a second.
Scotty, it's Kareem.
Kareem, wonderful. How are we?
Yes, I'm fine. It's quite funny when you said that there, they actually removed their comment.
So I shall just remove them.
Yes, well, they've removed it so you don't remove them. So I think that's quite funny that they're quite sad enough.
No, but they've actually gone. They'll never be on again. I've just removed them per se now that you've told me.
Well, I think they deleted their message, so you don't block them. But we'll get them next week. Be patient.
Now, is that you, Kareem, saying you don't believe in God?
Well, that was the stalker one who said that at first, saying that I am atheist. I've always said I'm atheist, but that was the stalker guy who.
And then did you say, Scotty, that's my stalker, but he's right? That's fine. Good. We've got it sorted. So he's gone, and you're on.
Excellent, Scotty. Well, I just wanted to phone through, but it's quite sad that that's all they have to do, instead of coming on and have a debate with you about something.
But Kareem, they're just jealous because you're a top man. Trust me. I've been doing this now for 31 years. And if you get a very good caller like yourself, who knows his stuff, they would love to be you. Have you ever seen little ones? I mean, you've worked in education. Have you ever seen little ones bang a piano just with their fists and stuff? That's because they wish they could play it. Yes, they wish they could. Now, you come on here and you deliver a superb call. Absolutely top quality, top radio stuff.
Oh, thank you.
So they then go, I wish I could do that, so I'll pretend I'm Kareem. So it's actually a huge compliment. So never ever worry about it.
Yeah.
Just tip me the wink and we will get shot of them.
Absolutely, Scotty. But listen, I thought you phone in anyway, but I'm going to get a wee cup of tea and that'll be me for the night. So DINKY-DOO and have a great week, Scotty.
And you, Kareem, lovely to hear you. DINKY-DOO, la.
Bye.
That's our Kareem, a fine fellow. There we are. What a great show it's been tonight, guys. You guys are amazing. Right, I'm going to have to dash. We'll say bye-bye to the TikTokers. There we go. Hello, you're live. Has got his phone in. Who's that?
Oh, Scotty, this is Daniel.
Daniel, how are you?
I'm just asking a question. Can you come back to St. Margaret's Secondary School, please? I want you to teach me drama again.
Oh, Daniel, DINKY-DOO, la.
Oh, DINKY-DOO.
There we have it. Now then, love to see the imposters getting blocked. Great work, Kareem. There you are, Negan. Not from DINKY-DOO. My new favourite saying. Guys, we're going to have to dash. We are out of time. Hello, you're live in Scottish Phone In. Who's that?
Hi, it's me, Logan.
Yes, Logan.
Hi, you teach at my school, Towns Park.
Oh, my goodness me. Right, so there we have it. Now then, guys, I'm going to have to dash. Last call. We're live in Scottish Phone In. Who's that?
Hello, Scotty. How are you?
Very well. Who's that?
I'm Charlie.
Charlie, lovely to hear from you. You only need to give me a name. It doesn't even have to be yours.
Sorry?
You only have to give me a name. It doesn't even have to be yours. As long as I've got a handle to say hi.
Well, it's Charlie, Scotty. I'd like to say DINKY-DOO. But also, I'd like to ask you, Scotty, I've been a long-time fan of the show, and I've watched it for a long time. I'd like to know, I'm a big fan of the video of you talking to Rob from Southport.
Oh,
I'm
Rob
not sure if you remember it.
Yes, I do. I remember Rob very well.
Now, I'd like to know, Scotty, how do you know so much about Southport?
Well, I know Southport very, very well. I used to go to holidays and then I worked down there.
See, thank you. Because you say so many very niche things about Southport.
You clever man. You're a very clever man, Charlie. Yes, we talk about Birkdale and the beach and Lord Street and all the Victorian houses.
Yes, exactly, the Victorian houses, and you also talk about the one-way system and the bloody prices on Lord Street.
The prices on Lord Street. I'm not paying that.
It's my favorite. I must say, Scotty, it's my favorite video to watch.
How fabulous! Well, I would suggest everybody has a listen to that. Scotty McClue talks to Rob.
I would say that as well, Scotty. You're a wise man.
I think the last time we looked, there were 235,000 people had a look at it. That's
Scotty,
not bad.
That's not enough.
That's not enough.
We need more, Scotty.
It should be 2 million. In fact, why don't we say...
No, Scotty, I think 2 billion.
2 billion?
Scotty.
Well, I'm only known to 2 billion people. That's my limit at the moment.
Scotty, it should be 2 billion more.
Right. You're a top man.
Yes.
Right, we need to get 2 billion.
Scotty, before we go, I've got one request. Can you please say dinky-doo to my friend Evan Skellhorn?
Erin, I say dinky-doo to you.
No,
Evan, I say dinky-doo from Charlie.
Thank you so much, Scotty. You've made my night. I'd like to say dinky-doo.
Dinky-doo, you've made our night. Dinky-doo, Charlie.
Have a lovely evening and a lovely weekend, Scotty.
And
Thank
you,
you
sir.
very much.
Thank you, ta-ra now. There we are now, guys. That's how to make a phone call to Scotty McClue. And that was a youngish person from Southport. So maybe the rest of you will take your cue from he. That's what I would say. Now, how are we doing time-wise? Oh, my goodness me. We have to go. We're nearly over our time. That's your time now, as they say. Thank you for joining us tonight. There's Big Man Bobby. Dinky-Doo, Big Man Bobby. Dinky-Doo is my new favourite saying, says TR72. How is McClue Towers? McClue Towers is stunningly beautiful tonight, Magnus. Scotty, stay on until past. Negan, I would love to stay on to past, but we only get an hour on the TikTok if we're going to download, and we're just over the hour on the YouTube. But we set all your notifications. Have a look at every single Scotty McClue video. Get on to the YouTube Shorts. See if you can find Scotty McClue on YouTube Shorts. These are absolute winners for you. And as I say, also, everybody, let's start looking to see if we can get 2 billion people that have listened to Rob from Southport. Negan Smith says, live tomorrow at 9, Scott. Negan, unfortunately, at the moment, I can just pop up when I get to the time. There's so much happening in my life at the moment that it's just a question of getting the right time to pop up to see you all. I'm just checking the YouTube channel now to see what's going on here. The latest content. There you go, guys. There's lots of shots for you there. There's one in the London Underground. And Scotty McClue YouTube channel is easy to find, you know? So it's just youtube.com/Scotty McClue. Wonderful. Right, so we need about another 3 of you subscribing. So if you're watching right now, guys, can you subscribe? There we go. And I'll give you the goodbye song. All right, are we ready? Goodbye song coming up after 3. 3. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Take care, everybody, as you go. Goodbye, everybody. Auf Wiedersehen. Au revoir. And a cheerio. Cheerio, my darlings. Take great care of your dear selves. Tell everyone about Scottie McClue, saying dinky-doo to every single one of you. Tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10. Good night, God bless, and ta-ra-las. Try it for yourselves. Stick out your tongue and go ta-ta. Ba-ba. Ba-ba-la.